See what the facts. Here's what the deal is broadly. $60 billion for Ukraine, $1.4 billion for Israel, $4.8 billion for the Indo-Pacific, $20 billion for the border, plus agreements to tighten border security. Although, as Bill O'Reilly pointed out earlier in the show, there are some sort of difficulties, perhaps, in how they're actually going to tighten border security. House Speaker Mike Johnson says the bill is dead on arrival. That appears to be a talking point. President Biden says he can't secure the border without help from Congress. Here he is today.
First bill I introduced was on the border. We don't have enough agents. We don't have enough folks. We don't have enough judges. We don't have enough folks there. We need help. Why won't they give me the help all this time? And now they're talking about the border. It's out of control.
Reasonable people can agree that Mr. Biden could sign an executive order and secure the border within about 24 hours, very easily, actually, because he could remove the incentive to come here. But he won't. He will not do that because he wants something in return. Actually, he wants $60 billion in return, plus other things. And now I'm going to give you a take that you will not hear anywhere on cable news. Sausage making is messy. And for the first time in recent memory, the White House, the House, and Senate are sort of doing their jobs. They're negotiating and compromising, maybe, to create legislation on important issues rather than just agreeing to spend more money. Perhaps, actually, these kind of hard conversations where not everybody gets what they want would be helpful here in Washington more often. Joining us now, Florida Congressman Mike Waltz, member of the House Armed Services and Foreign Affairs Intelligence Committee. Congressman, it is good to see you. Look, the far left is angry about this. The far right's angry about this. You've got everybody posturing and saying things that are untrue. Maybe that's the way, like, Washington should work to get things done. Am I wrong?
Well, Leland, I'll tell you one thing that, since I left the military and came into this position in Congress, I have a deep appreciation that our founding fathers, as part of their checks and balances, intended it to be hard. Every other democracy gets one legislative body. They made it doubly hard with two. So, look, to your point, there is going to be a back and forth, particularly when the two houses are run by opposing political parties. But to the premise of this agreement, look, we said from day one, break these things up. They deserve individual debates. There are individual issues here. But to lump them all together was something the White House was determined to do. Now we have this massive package with all kinds of different aspects to it and all kinds of different interests and stakeholders. And it's a bit of a mess. Look, at the end of the day, we passed HR2. So, here we are, and we passed HR2 9 months ago. If the Senate didn't like it, wanted to amend it, wanted to send it back, they could have done so last year. But that's what we believed. Trump policies, his executive orders worked. We sought to codify them into law, and they sat for 9 months until Ukraine was on the verge of running out of money, and then packaged all this together. It's enormously frustrating.
No, I get it, and we've been covering the border. You and I have been talking about it for a long time. But look, if not everybody gets what they want, even the Border Patrol came out and said this bill isn't perfect, but at least it's a big step. The Border Patrol union that represents the line agents. You've got President Biden, who's being forced to negotiate and forced to perhaps make some hard choices, not everything that Republicans want on the border. You've got Republicans who are being forced, and I think there's a lot of Republicans who are happy that parts of the Republican Party that are isolationists are being forced to vote on Ukraine funding. It all comes around. I thought it was interesting, and I don't know, I almost read this as a little bit of a sign of weakness by President Biden, where he said that he's now threatening to veto a bill where Israel funding comes through alone, that President Biden may be realizing that he's in a corner when it comes to actually being forced to do something on the border.
Yeah, well, look, as you said in your opener, President Biden, if he wanted to do something on the border, could basically put back the policies that he undid on day one.
Yeah.
We know these aren't theoretical. We know what works. Remain in Mexico works. The Border Patrol is telling us it would have a 70% deterrent. And now we know that barriers work because we're watching the cartels shift migrant caravans away from Texas towards California and towards Arizona. He could do it if he wanted to tomorrow. To your point on Israel, look, we have provided a lot of aid to Ukraine. We have stopped Putin. It has settled into a stalemate. But Israel, on the other hand, it could be if Hezbollah decides, if Iran decides to unleash its northern border, they are going to be in a world of hurt. They are in a dire survival situation, and I am shocked. I don't know if this is politics after his trip to Michigan, where the ceasefire, the far left is beating him up.
We're covering that
but
next.
I am shocked, given everything that we provide all over the world, that we're not going to provide $14 billion to Israel, given the existential threat that they face.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.